Sorry to start on the home screen. I just started episode 7, where I was fighting the Triceratops Dopont. My computer, my laptop, which is plugged in, died, corrupting the footage of me fighting like half this battle. You didn't miss anything, but just so you know, that is what happened. My computer decided to die. I don't know why or how, but it did. So, yeah, we're just gonna move on from that. Not really much more to it than that.
セルメダルが落ちてる倒したやつはグリードでもヤミーでもないのになんでだろうああ、あいつはでかいが確かにドーパントだセルメダルってのとは関係ないはずだなはいすまないが僕はやっぱり君を素直に信じることはできないフィリップさん君に施された X の刻印紹介することのできすぎた出会いそしてナビゲーション AI という今の僕たちにおあつらえ向きの存在どうしても何者かに誘い込まれてるような気がするんだおいフィリップいい加減にしろちょっと二人とも喧嘩はやめましょうよね
お二人は私も敵の仲間じゃないかと言い争っているのですね
うんそうみたいだね
私の生まれたセクターシティがなぜこうなってしまったのかわかりませんでも今ここが怪物だらけなのは確かですからセクターシティにいた私が疑われるのは当然ですよね
この町で今何が起きてるのかはわからないけど君は絶対奴らの仲間じゃないって俺は信じるよ
オーズさん
もし君が悪い奴の仲間だったとしても君が助けを求める限り絶対に助けるよ
オーズさんはとても優しいお方なのですね
俺だけじゃないよ翔太郎さんはもちろんフィリップさんも本当はとても優しいよきっと同じ行動をとる俺わかるんだだから俺たちを信じてみてよ
はい信じてみようと思います
あライドベンダーセクターシティにもあったのか
Okay. Computer crashed, we got some story. I'm gonna keep going.
セルメダルでカンドロイドっていう便利な小型のメカが買える自動販売機なんだ
And Oz is just gonna explain the thing for me. So, obviously they use coins. So there's a vending machine that drops cans. These cans are called candroids, which act as little animal buddies that can do stuff. There's the octopus candroid. There's like, I think 3? Oh, well, it just tells you all the ones you can get. The electric eel, gorilla, octopus, peacock, hawk. These are also all different animals that O's can use at some point. And there is other ones. There is the bata, the Torcan, which goes to the motorcycle, and a few others that I won't spoil because there are other animals that I don't want to. And we cannot control when they appear. The game just tells us press the A button if you want one. This also, if you put a cell metal into it and press that button, I think it's supposed to be black, but that little bump right there under the cans, that makes it turns into a motorcycle for O's. That's his bike. Also, we can see hints. Well, we see the octopus, but there's also the eel, peacock, and gorillas in the model. So, cute little touch. And we're already in another fight. Okay, then. I just want to say now, because the story and whatnot. Philip's character in this is very much more in line with other iterations of him rather than the show. It definitely takes more inspiration from him. End of the show, manga, novels, like it's a little weird to describe, but Philip's character, if you're going to watch the anime that's coming out in a few months, he's very much more in line with that than seemingly in the show, to my understanding. So I just want to call attention to that. Say it now, so I don't have to. I know I'm going to bring it up later, so I'll just say it now. How many hits do I need to reach like double? Come on. Okay, 85. I got 85. I can live with that. Actually, while we're here, and there's a cutscene.
止めなくてもいいのですか？
いいんだよ。ああいう時は止めない方がいい。っていうか、羨ましいよ。
喧嘩がしたいのですか？
いやいや、そういうわけじゃないけど。俺も以前、ああやってぶつかり合える相棒がいたなって思い出しちゃってさ。
それはメダル。
これは俺の相棒がアンクが残してくれたものだよ。壊れちゃって今は会えないけど、いつかまた出会えるんじゃないかって俺はそう思っているよ。
Okay, I didn't want to talk because I thought there's another cutscene. They'll say, "Oh, okay." Eat shit, Kazuri.
カザリ、その話本当なの？
ねえズール、安心する。俺必ずオーズ見つける。
ありがとうね、ガメン。
おい、オーズじゃないと分かっていて、俺たちをけしかけたのか。
おいおい、随分と疑り深いじゃないか。またコアメダルを補充してあげたというの。
確かに君のおかげでコアメダルには困らない。でも何かが足りないんだよね。オーズと戦ってこの手で倒すことでしかこの欲望は満たされないのかな。
カザリの言う通りだ。オーズと戦わせろ。
やれやれ、久しぶりの復活でどうやら勘が鈍ったと見えるね。君たちのいた同じ森林セクターにオーズも登場していたというの。
なんだって？
まだ持っているメダルは少ないものの、君たちが戦ったダブルと合流したようだよ。
なるほど。オーズがいるのなら話は変わるね。そうだろう、ウバ。
ウバならオーズの話が出た途端言っちゃったわよ。
あの単細胞はま、僕も行くとするよ。
And those were all the Greeed generals, except for the red one. We'll get to him later. And I don't know if you saw, but he was holding a golden core medal. Those are the actual ones. That's the one of the bird Greeed, and the good one and his partner. Oh, who you know, all the Greeds died at the end of that show. I think that's very apparent with how they're talking, and the fact that Oz didn't have his powers because he didn't have the actual medals because they were all destroyed. You can't have a Greed without their medals, so yeah. One thing though, the O's powers are based off of greed. If you are a greedy man like the King O's, because there's in the world of Kamen Rider O's was a king years ago, sealed away the greed by absorbing its power, then eventually somehow got resurrected. It's complicated. That's not necessary to understand this game, so I'm not going to really explain it too much. But he was so greedy and whatnot that allowed him to use the full power of O's. AG didn't have a desire during the show. He didn't have a desire during the show and really just wanted to help people because that's what he does. He's a very kind soul. Now that he has a desire, if you remember, he said he feels a bit stronger. Well, he says this could be a one big obscure little reference to how O's works, and it could have been a hint at the fact that this is at the end of the timeline and whatnot. It's just it's little pieces like that and dialogue. I could really be looking into it, but the devs of this game really knew their shit, really wanted to do it. This is inspired off the old there was like an older Kamen Rider game during the Bat Ride. This is Bat Ride Wars. I believe it was Gaim and Ghost had it. I don't think they did one for Drive, but might be wrong. But there was an older Gaim one. I know for a fact there was a Gaim one that inspired this game. And if this game does well, they do plan on making some form of sequel. So I'm excited to see if I hope this game is doing well, because I would love a sequel. That'd be awesome. And if you do press the A button in Switch Kamen Riders, you do get a bonus of a few extra points during once you finish a battle. So that's like the incentive. The incentive, not incense, not incest. Incentive to Switch Riders. I don't know why I said incest, because I didn't even bring that up before. Whatever. We're gonna keep going, no questions asked. And another cutscene.
Ai, センサーに敵の反応はないか。
それが霧のせいかセンサーが不調なようです。待ってください。確かに反応があります。敵ではありません。
メモリか。それかメダルかな。俺、愛と一緒に見てくるよ。二人はここで待ってて。
ああ、頼むぜ、モーズ。
Thank you, game, for telling us to play as Double just to force us into O's. This game does that a lot, so I'll probably just complain every time it does, because usually it's like, oh my god, new form, new stuff I can do. Never mind, force me to play as the guy who has the same things this entire game. Whatever. I mean, you don't need to switch. If you just don't press anything, it'll go away. Like, it's not mandatory to switch, but it's nice because you want that bonus. We all want a bonus. Now, one thing I will explain about O's, because I haven't brought it up. So O's has this gimmick where he, like Double, and, you know, he has more than combos. He can do random combos, which is... Say, for example, he had another part of the... Actually, you know what? I told you before that octopus would be one of the things, so... Say he had the octopus medal. He can mix and match it with yellow and red and form a new form and whatnot. That's Oz's gimmick. He just has random combos. Seemingly, the ones in the show alone, you could provide over 1,000, I think is the number. That's the big number. like over 1,000 different forms because it's, you know, head, chest, legs. Each one, with the exception of Tatoba, this being his base form and, you know, the only mixed combo, it doesn't have any special gimmicks. All combos have a special, like, extra ability attached and strengthen the powers of all of the core metals, but they all have individual abilities. So Taka, or the Hawk metal, which is the head, can see... It's useless. I'm just going to be blunt. It's the worst head piece. It allows the user to, like, if he has his Tora claws, which are inside of a Greeed, he can see, like, the metals and whatnot. That's the ability. It's dumb. But on the other hand, the Tora claws are extendable claws that come off the arms of the Tora piece. And the Bata legs they're not used for in this game, but they allow him to jump really high like a grasshopper. And then the Tora claws, the sight of the hawk, and the jump are all greatly increased when you combine them with their respective sets. I know. I have so much information on goddamn Kamen Rider. And this not even in my notes. Just shit I know. Really love all the ha. Really reminds me of Link. Yeah, you know. I love Zelda. Okay, what is the Den sensor picking up? Because I would love another item. What you got for me? When the fully developed version is equipped to increase EX power charge speed, allowing more EX attacks to be used. So when you see certain item names and like what they do isn't necessarily true. EX gauge increase, you'd think you'd have another slot. This increases how much you gain. It reduces the timer and whatnot, and like build up and whatnot. That is what it does. I'm going to do my best to catch as many that I have personally found, because I know I got not even relatively, just very much confused with some of the items towards the end of the game. So I want to clarify that for you guys who may want to play this game. Ah, damn. Only double S? Yeah. Oh, that is a magma dopant. That is the magma dopant. And with that being said, next time on Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes, our favorite hobo, the Wandering Hobo, that is his nickname. Eiji Hino, the person who is a traveling hope. There's so many little things that I could talk about that I just never explained. God damn. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe. I will see you all next time for more Kamen Rider. And hopefully my computer doesn't crash when I start video. Have a lovely day, everyone.